have tattooed the country flag of the language I'm learning just in case I forget, I suppose. It's gonna be very exciting. Hello, welcome back. My name is Yänjaa and I'm a memory champion and polyglot. So by the end of today's video, I want you to have some proper tools to be able to remember your goals and also stick to your goals. Every single year when there's New Year's resolutions, I want to learn a language and I always write it down and I always forget it. And last year I started experimenting with different systems to be able to remember my goals because it started getting embarrassing to be a memory champion but forget your goals every single year right around the end of January and to keep writing the same goals over and over again for like years. But last year I started to kind of experiment with how I was goal setting and it had very good results. So the first thing I want to say about goals is that you want to think about an achievement goal and a habit goal. And the way to do a habit goal is to think about the 3 W's. The 3 W's are what, when, and where. For example, with this language, I'm learning all of the words that are available in the Drops app. Now, what am I going to do to achieve that? I'm going to be studying at least 5 minutes a day during breakfast. Where am I going to do it? Dining room table. Solved. The reason I love New Year's resolutions is because of something called this fresh start effect, which is you're turning a new page, it's a new year, new me, or most likely new year, old me. So I started experimenting with another 3-letter thing called the 3 R's of reflection. And the bonus aspect of the reflection habit is that you can have a fresh start every single week instead of just on January 1st. So you want to check in with yourself more than once a year so that you remember your goals and you reflect on your goals. So for me, it's every week, but for some people it might work better to do every day, or for some other people it might work every month or every quarter. It is too much reflection when I'm reflecting every single day, and it is not enough reflection because I just forget if it's every month. So you need to see where it fits for you, and for me, once a week works. Now, when I'm doing reflection, I'm thinking about the 3 R's of reflection, which is to either revise or recommit or remove my goals. So for example, I might realize that I want to write this book, but I can't be committed to it. I keep reprioritizing other things. Then I need to recommit to the goal and decide, no, this time is different. This week I'm going to start doing it. Now, for example, with my language learning goal, I might realize that, hey, 5 minutes a day is not enough to learn thousands of words. Or I might realize that it's plenty of time. Then I want to revise and adjust to fit the goal that I am seeking to meet. And maybe I realize a couple weeks into doing yoga that I hate yoga, then just remove it. So to summarize, the 3 W's, what, when, and where am I going to do this habit? And the 3 R's, revise, recommit, and remove. Now, the number 1 tip I have for how to remember your goals is to think about visibility. You need to have a system in place to be able to remind yourself that you actually do have this goal. Now, for example, if it's about using an app more, then you can move that app into your bottom most used bar, or it might be that you need to create a little sticker in front of the fridge that says, remember, you're allergic to apples, which is a problem I have. For me, the best thing is to write it down and write it down daily. So at night and in the morning, I will write that book, learn that language, whatever it is. For some people, it helps to have images to remind them of their goal. For other people, it helps to do this journaling thing. For me, it definitely helps when I write it down by hand once a day, or if not twice a day, what I'm looking to achieve. Bonus tip for the habit goal is that you want to do as many non-missed days as possible, meaning you want to keep a streak of as many days as possible. So for me, I'm going to try to do it for 90 days without missing a single day of learning. If I fall off the wagon, the way I treat myself matters. I don't believe in having a drill sergeant in your mind that tells you, hey, why did you miss it, blah, blah, blah. It is actually scientifically proven to be better and more efficient in the long run if you're just kind to yourself and talk to yourself like you would a friend. Unless you're a bad friend, then don't talk to yourself that way. So I would just say, hey, looks like you missed a day because you were tired. That's fine. Let's just get back on it. So to tie it all back, what my one goal for 2021 is to learn Brazilian Portuguese. And the achievement goal is that I want to learn all of the close to 3,000 words that are available on the Drops app. So it's quite a lot to do in 3 months. Oh, anyway. And then my habit goal is to at least spend 5 minutes on the app every single day. Honestly, my hope is that it gets safe enough that I can travel to Brazil and do some really cool stuff. Hopefully this year, if I can do it, that'll be super cool. I have some ideas for how I'm gonna see if I have learned it, but if not, I'm still gonna try to make really cool stuff for y'all via this form. But it all hinges on the fact that I actually learned this and don't just have very high motivation, and I use the 3 R's of reflection to try to think about whether I'm actually doing as well as I thought I was going to be, or whether I was just really excited in the beginning, because it's so easy to be excited at the beginning of a journey, isn't it? Yes, I'll be talking about how to combat that in next week's video as well. What my plans are for approaching a new goal like this that has a concrete achievement and a concrete habit attached to it, I'll be discussing next week, so please subscribe to stay notified. And if you want to enter my giveaway for a lifetime subscription of drops, you need to be subscribed and you need to drop a comment about your language learning goal, the achievement aspect, and the habit aspect. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Ooh, okay, calm down. If you are learning a language, please try it out with me. Please talk to me about it, because I feel like it's easier when you feel like a community of people are doing something, and I know that in the last video some of you were saying you want to learn French, you want to learn Spanish, so this is a great opportunity to have some incentive.